Hello, good morning. Carrie Richards, ARIN AC. This draft policy was actually presented for the first time in Miami at ARIN-41. I hope I know how to use this thing. Yep. All right, so as discussed in ARIN 2017-9, and noted in the experience report, the criteria to qualify for an initial block of address space in 4.2.2 and 8.5.4 are seemingly at odds with each other. So as it sits in the NERPA 2018-2, 4.2.2 appears to state that an initial allocation up to a /21 could be granted without any more justification than needed to qualify for /24. Therefore, 4.2.2 should be modified, allowing for the initial allocation of only a /24 without any additional justification. My accent is coming through. And allowing an initial allocation of up to a /21 when justified by a 24-month allocation plan. So this is the policy statement here. Those that have the policy, the manual, and can take a quick look. So this is what we're suggesting that replace the section 4.2.2 with. Yeah. So there's been a bit of progress since ARIN 41. God bless you. Bless you. At ARIN 41, the community seemed to prefer the approach contained in this policy as opposed to the policy, the ARIN 2017/9. Which was subsequently abandoned. As a newbie shepherd, I took note of that and the shepherds there, so I knew I was going to have to call upon David to do a bit of consultation here. So there was initial discussion on PPML. Well, we posted stuff, but there was no commentary. We worked with a small internal team to refine the language. We had brainstorming sessions, respecting the process. We came out with a plan A, which resulted in 4 comments. And at this point, having 4 comments in the community, we want to have an idea, should we progress? Or what's the next step for this policy? So, that's the presentation, but I'll be looking out and paying special attention to the comments and the show of hands.
Okay. The microphones are now open on draft policy 2018-2. This is a little earlier in the cycle as opposed to the last one, so all input is appreciated to help the AC craft. What I generally like to suggest is what can also be useful is even if you don't agree with the policy statement, it's always good if you can state if this is a problem you think the AC should be trying to solve. Am I on the wrong policy? I'm having that look of... Okay. All right, approach the microphones, please. The microphones are open. I see our first speaker. It looks like a newcomer.
Owen DeLong, Sale Internet. Personally, I'd rather see us solve this in the other direction and liberalize Section 8 rather than restrict Section 4. There's no free pool to allocate from, so the difference between a 24 and a 21 is kind of irrelevant there anyway. It's even less relevant in transfers at this point, and can't we just stop rearranging the V4 deck chairs and move to V6, please?
Okay. Rear microphone.
Kevin Bloomberg, The Wire. I don't support this policy. 8.5 was meant to be different. And after the staff update earlier today regarding the wait list and issues with the wait list, automatically anything with Section 4 should probably not be done. We don't need to change this policy. Staff are using Section 4 like they have for many years for the free pool, as limited as it is. Section 8.5 was meant to be easy for transfers. If it's something about Section 8, great. But we don't need to be changing and making easier Section 4.
Okay. Front microphone.
Andrew Dahl, ARIN-AC. I support this policy. I believe we do need to fix it in Section 4. The transfer policy as it is right now is working well, and we need to harmonize with that. Section 4 things should be very rare.
Okay. Microphones are still open, but I am rapidly once again running out of people. We will be having a little bit of a poll after this one, which is optional on draft policies for those that are new. But on this one, we will be asking for a poll of general support of the problem. Front microphone.
David Farmer, University of Minnesota, ARIN-AC. I support this policy as written. I think it's important to fix this. There was a mild consensus to go this direction at the previous meeting, and I support that. The reason this needs to be fixed is not because of the inconsistencies for the people in this room. It's the people that aren't in this room that are confused by this inconsistency. And that's why we need to fix it.
Would anybody else like to come up and speak on the policy text or the problem statement? Anyone remote? Everyone's not quite into the gear yet. Need a bit of controversy to get everyone excited. Okay, microphones are closing. I would ask my poll counters to get in position. Last chance for microphones. Once, twice, 3 times. Sold. Microphones are now closed. We'll thank Carrie for the presentation. So the question is different than last time, and that is, do you wish the AC to consider working on this? Should the AC continue to work on this? And again, my suggestion is that you focus on the problem statement. Is this a problem that you think that the AC should be trying to solve, and a little bit less on the text? If you have feedback on the text, you can get the AC members in the hallway or after. So I'll first ask for those that are in favor and then those that are against. So those that are in favor of the advisory council continue to work on the problem of 2018-2, please raise your hand nice and high. And remote participants, there's some box right here on the side of the video that you can indicate. I have to actually remote participate one of these days so I can actually see. All right, please keep it up. They're almost, please keep it up. Oh, I saw that go down, and you too, Andrew. It's the audience participation time. We eat heavily at the break, and then we have to do the workout, so. Thank you. You can lower your hands. Okay, and just looking for an okay to go ahead. All those opposed to continue work, please raise your hand nice and high. You can go higher than that, Kevin. Just a second. Thank you. You can lower, and we'll just need yet another minute for the results to be tabulated. We just wait for our remote participants. Sometimes there can be a bit of a delay in the stream. Just a reminder to fill out those meeting surveys. I really should get at some point a list of key things I can fill in on these times. Unless, or John and I are going to have to start going back to our banter.
No, we got more. Things in our back pocket, ready to. We have time for like the internet number status report that we might pull out if we finish early.
Extra content. I know you're all thrilled. But before that, the show of hands results. Should the Advisory Council continue working on draft policy 2018-2? We're down to 130 people in the room and remote. 37 in favor, 2 against. This will be provided immediately to the AC for their consideration, and I'll turn it back over to John. Thank you.